Have you ever wondered if you could completely rewrite your reality? Jacobo Grinberg discovered that the mind doesn't just perceive the world, it actively constructs it. He believed that our consciousness shapes reality in ways most of us barely grasp. Neville Goddard, on the other hand, revealed that the secret to this transformation isn't about struggle, but about unwavering certainty and intentional realization. What happens when we combine these two powerful perspectives into a technique that's surprisingly simple yet widely overlooked? No rituals, no materials, just your voice. It might sound too easy to actually work, and maybe that's exactly why some don't want you to know about it. The results? They're hard to explain until you experience them yourself. Prepare for a shift, because what you thought you knew about reality might never be the same again. Some dare to question the very fabric of reality, and Jacobo Grinberg was one of these rare investigators. He wasn't satisfied with easy answers. This scientist wanted to go beyond understanding how we perceive the world. He wanted to explore how our minds actively participate in creating the experience we call reality. He found that our minds shape reality based on deeply ingrained internal patterns. This suggests that what you believe is unchangeable might just be a reflection of what you've been conditioned to accept as true. This idea strikingly mirrors the teachings of Neville Goddard. He stated that the external world is merely a reflection of our inner mind. According to Goddard, repeatedly focusing on a thought charged with emotion has the power to completely reshape your life. If reality is built upon what we accept as truth, then repeating an affirmation 100 times isn't just a mechanical act. It's a profound process of reality shaping. Greenberg believed that the mind interacts with an invisible field of information, while Neville taught that this interaction can be consciously directed. By speaking a specific phrase with complete conviction, you're not just reinforcing an idea within yourself, you're tuning your mind to a new frequency, capable of attracting events that align with that idea. The concept that repetition can mold reality isn't superstition, it's a fundamental mechanism of the human mind. Since ancient times, mantras, prayers, and rituals have used this principle to alter states of consciousness and bring about changes in the physical world. But what happens when you apply this technique deliberately, with focus and full emotional engagement? Greenberg studied how the mind constructs reality through internalized patterns, suggesting that even what we perceive as solid is an illusion created by consciousness interacting with an invisible informational field, one that science still struggles to fully explain. Neville, however, relied not on science, but on conviction. He stated that anything repeated with belief becomes reality. The common thread? Repetition doesn't just reinforce beliefs, it restructures neural connections, reshaping the internal framework that defines external experience. The subconscious mind doesn't distinguish real from imagined. It accepts whatever is presented with emotion. When you repeat an affirmation 100 times, specific neural networks activate and strengthen, embedding the idea into your mental model. Greenberg believed the brain could enter altered states where physical and mental boundaries dissolve. Neville taught that affirming with certainty shifts your internal vibration, forcing reality to adjust. The key lies not in mechanical repetition, but in feeling each word as absolute truth. Repeating an affirmation 100 times is simple yet powerful. It breaks mental barriers, dissolves limiting beliefs, and reprograms your perception. If the mind truly interacts with an informational field, this exercise could unlock access to alternate realities. What you're about to learn isn't just a technique, it's a portal to a new way of existing. Repetition is the language of the subconscious. Everything you believe today was repeated endlessly until it became part of your identity. From childhood, we absorb statements that shape our views on money, relationships, success, and even ourselves. Many implanted without question, becoming invisible laws that govern our lives. Both Greenberg and Neville suggest this process can be reversed. If limiting patterns were built through repetition, they can be dismantled and replaced with new mental models using the same principle. The difference? This time, you'll do it consciously and deliberately, choosing the exact reality you want. Repeating an affirmation 100 times isn't just mental exercise, it's a reprogramming ritual. Each repetition deepens the idea until it becomes an unquestionable command to the subconscious. Like an athlete training muscles to automate movements, you'll train your mind until the new belief becomes an irrefutable part of your reality. The moment doubt vanishes is when the universe begins reorganizing to reflect this new mental configuration, and that's exactly what you're about to experience. Now that you understand the basics, let's apply it. The technique is simple, but demands absolute commitment. For 7 consecutive nights, choose a quiet moment, free of distractions, and repeat a single affirmation 100 times aloud. It must align with a genuine desire, something like, "My life is transforming for the better," "I am prosperous, and everything flows to me," or any phrase resonating with your deepest intention. First, create the right environment. The subconscious responds best when relaxed. Find a calm, comfortable spot, close your eyes, take deep breaths, and let your body unwind. This relaxation reduces mental resistance, making the mind receptive to new programming. Now begin repeating. Each word must be spoken with total emotional engagement. You're not just speaking, but shaping reality. The mind responds not to words alone, but to the energy behind them. Reciting mechanically yields superficial effects, but repeating with conviction, feeling each word as part of you, creates profound impact. Initially, it may feel like reciting empty words, but as you continue, a subtle shift occurs. Your mental state transforms, and you enter a flow where the affirmation feels more real than anything else. This is the key. Repeat until your body and mind fully accept the statement as undeniable fact. In the following days, you might notice small changes, heightened intuition, unexpected favorable situations, or signs confirming realignment in your life. This happens because your mind adjusts its perception to match the new program. Neville taught that once a desire is accepted as internal reality, the external world has no choice but to reflect it. After 100 repetitions, stop. Don't force results or overanalyze. Letting go is as crucial as repetition itself. Greenberg found that excessive conscious control disrupts connection to the informational field. Releasing the need for immediate outcomes sends a clear signal to the subconscious that you've already accepted this reality. That's when changes manifest naturally. Stories from practitioners are intriguing. Some notice shifts within days, unexpected messages, unusual invitations, or eerily precise coincidences. Those using affirmations for prosperity report money appearing from unlikely sources, forgiven debts, or unexplained promotions. Others gain confidence, focus, or clarity. Mental blocks dissolve, and action becomes effortless. This isn't magic, it's the reprogrammed mind influencing both actions and reality's response. When the mind accepts a new reality, the environment adjusts. Your self-image dictates what you allow into your life. Reality isn't fixed. It bends to the mental patterns you cultivate daily, often unconsciously. Greenberg dedicated his life to studying this mind-reality link. Neville offered a path to consciously access it. Both prove power lies within us, waiting to be directed. Repeating an affirmation for 7 nights isn't just saying words, it's programming existence itself. The invisible barriers that seemed unbreakable crumble once the mind sees them as illusions. The choice is yours. Live under inherited beliefs, or test this technique and watch the universe reorganize. 7 nights. No complications. Simple enough to dismiss. Powerful enough to change everything. Choose an affirmation aligned with your deepest desire. Commit to 7 nights and repeat it 100 times nightly with unwavering emotion. When your inner world shifts, the outer follows. Reality always responds. What will you choose?